Let's talk about the weather. It's supposed to be real bad in Edmonton. What does it change?
Doesn't change anything, to be honest with you. I mean, our mindset always is to go out. Weather doesn't matter to us. We talk about being like the post office. You got to deliver when it matters. I mean, no matter what the weather looks like. So, our guys will be focused and actually excited to play in it, because I think it's exciting to play when the weather's a little bit bad, and our guys will be excited to play.
Comeback wins are exciting for fans. You've had two nice ones these last couple of weeks to start off the season, but I'm guessing for the coach, not so much. You'd like to.
No, I don't ever look at it that way. I mean, as the game's going and it's progressing, it's every play. It's on to the next play, on to the next play, and you just watch it cumulatively as it's happening. And I'm never scoreboard watching, only for situational football. That's it. I just want to. I think I'm like the rest of our team. We just grind through the whole game, and obviously, you've got to play the next play no matter what the score is. So that's the mentality. Play to your standard on every single play, and great things generally happen to you. And I think our team does a very good job of that. Obviously, you correct and you want to get better after the games, so that maybe those games don't come down to the end. But obviously, if they do, it's really what defines you. And if over 50% of CFL games come down the last 3 minutes of games, generally speaking. So we know we got to be prepared and ready to do that. But the mindset always is just to play the next play regardless.
We expect to see a guy like Micah in a position where we're not used to see him. Is he fast enough? And does he know the no targets system enough to play that position?
Yeah, I mean, Micah can play in the linebacker position for us, no problem. I mean, that's one of the reasons he's here. I mean, Jeff is obviously our middle linebacker, and we knew that, and we knew signing Micah, it was going to be a great insurance policy, and he'd be ready at any point to step in there and play. I mean, he's done it at a high level his whole career. Obviously, I know he's ready to play.
The way he played on special teams, as a vet who used to be a starter, is it surprising?
No, I mean, we talk about how important special teams is in our building. It's a third of the game, and it's one of the most important parts of your game. And we want people that want to play special teams for us. And from the beginning, we talk about that. And when guys are on it, that's because they want to play and they're the best in those positions. And so he's worked extremely hard to earn that spot. B does a great job coaching him up, and we have passionate guys that play special teams, and he's one of those guys passionate about playing special teams for us. It's a difference maker, and we make sure we preach that on our team, how important that is. And obviously, I'd rather them play the special teams role or play and take a time off of defense or offense if they have to. But if you're the best on special teams, you're the best for that position. We want those guys playing.
Speaking of special teams, Alford, just joined the team. He's a veteran. He's been there, done that. Would you feel comfortable, to have him play with only one practice?
Yeah, I mean, we want to evaluate the practice and see how he did. I mean, obviously, kind of have an idea of what it looked like out here, but still want to check the film, make sure his body held up throughout the practice. But I know he's a vet. I know, there's a reason we signed him. We know what you're getting when Mario's in the building. So he's been a great returner for a long time in this league, and that veteran presence back there will help.
Any reason why you clipped Phillip Brooks?
Well, I mean, we make decisions each and every week on players. If we feel like we need more from that position, or things happen, and we decided to move on and make a decision that way. We had Mario that was out there, that was available, and he has a pedigree of special teams, and I think nobody can argue the fact that he's a great returner. So we're just looking to upgrade that position, and unfortunately that was at the expense of a player.
How much do you think you lose without Stearns?
Well, right now I don't know that we're playing without Stearns, so he just took the day off, so we'll evaluate it a little bit later.
I think he's taking a few days off.
Yeah, no, he was here yesterday, and today we gave him the day off because he had something, but yeah.
I mean, Stearns, I've talked about how great he's been for us in camp, and but the mentality here, it's next man up. We lost Cole Speaker in the first quarter. We had no idea what we were going to do. Marco Dubois steps up for us. We'll be ready to roll.
So I figure you pass like 20 to Philpott, 20 to Sneed, 1 to Hollins.
We'll see. We'll see. The ball goes to the open man.
Although I saw the pass to 82 there.
Yep.
The secret weapon.
Yep. Don't blow it for us.
What did you think
we
about?
can't write about it right now.
What did you think about the flea flicker 3 plays in or whatever it was?
Yeah, I mean, I love the aggressiveness. We used to run flea flicker almost every game in college. I haven't hit one in a while, so that was fun, and I love the aggressiveness for sure. Keep teams on their toes for sure.
You guys worried a little bit about the weather there, and obviously everything starts from you, so how do you handle that?
Yeah, not too worried about it. You know, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. It rains 300 days a year. It's what you play in, baseball, football. Luckily, I got pretty big hands, pretty big thumb. That always helps out a lot, and I'll be ready to roll for sure. And I know these guys, you know, Coach Maas preaches, you know, that we're postmen, and no matter the weather, besides lightning, we will be ready to roll.
Can I see your thumb? Okay.
Watching practices this season, it seems that you throw the ball deep more than last year. Is it just an impression?
You might be right. I mean, I know we're kind of a shot team, it seems like, in general. You know, we like to throw the ball downfield if teams are going to give it up to us. But I mean, honestly, you could be right. We just feel like we're rolling pretty good, and protection's been amazing. And you know, if they want to bring some guys down in the box, then we'll take some shots. If they want to back up, then you'll see our run game get activated.
How do you feel about the connection with Anthony Calvillo? The fact he seems to live his second career through you, but when you're in the huddle, are you surprised at sometimes that what he's gonna call, or you could say it before he calls it?
You know, I think it's honestly, I try and just let AC just call the game. He's so good at calling the game and getting a feel for the game. You know, he played the position obviously at the highest level possible. So I just, you know, sometimes I'm like, you know, hopefully he gets to this, and then other times I'm like, whoa, this one came out of nowhere, and it's an incredible call. So honestly, I try not to worry too much about it. Let him do his thing. Let him get in the rhythm. You know, it's just like playing quarterback. He gets in the rhythm offensively, calling the plays, and he gets a feel, and it's a beautiful thing.
What do you appreciate most about getting to work with Cody for those couple of years?
Man, everything. You know, he knows how much he means to me from both a football perspective, leadership perspective, and just, you know, everything that I kind of went through in a couple of those years with Cody. You know, we have nothing but love and respect for each other. And he was an incredible mentor for me, especially coming from Maas's offense and just the way he carries himself and his attitude. I got nothing but love for him.
What is it about this crazy league that I'm guessing you never thought you'd be back here?
It's like a circle, man. You know, it's a blessing to be here, but like I said, anything can happen at any given moment, and I'm just excited to be back.
Did you flash the ring in anybody's face?
Nah.
But you want to, don't you?
No. Hey, I'm here now. I want another one, but I haven't even got my ring yet. I ain't even seen it personally. I seen it online, but haven't seen it personally. But that was last year. I wasn't ready to get another one.
How was it though? You know, not knowing what was coming when the Ticats released you, and waiting for the phone call. How did you live those weeks?
Man, you know, it was tough. You know, I haven't been in that situation in a long time. You know what I mean? I have before, but it's been quite some time now. But I just stayed grinding, you know, stayed on my game and just stayed ready for this moment.
Is it tougher to get in shape alone, you know, prepare alone just in case a phone comes?
Well,
a phone call comes?
Kind of, not really, though. You just, you know, that's all we've been doing our whole life. So you just wake up and go work out, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's like the basics. So it wasn't tough at all, but, you know, it's just much better being out with the fellas, you know what I mean?
A dumb question, but I've seen you listed as 34 years old and 35 years old. Could you solve that mystery, please?
The mystery is I'm 34 years old,
Okay.
not 35. Yeah.
You're 34.
34.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still fast at 34?
Still fast at 34.
How fast?
We'll see Saturday.
Could you beat me in a race?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Tell them to put on the preseason tape, man.
Come on, man. Hey, tape don't lie.
I've been watching you for a few years.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited to be back. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, you're a veteran. You've been there, done that. how comfortable are you going to be feeling, going to a game where you only practice once? And what would be your biggest challenge just to get that first hit, getting tackled, since obviously you can't reproduce that practice?
I mean, it's like riding a bike, it's second nature to me. Just get out there, just more so, just like you said, just get going, you know what I mean? Just getting back into the flow of the live action, and that's going to be the part. I'm just waiting for that, and I'm ready, so.
They might have the best punter in the league over there, a guy who punts far, very high.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing for you? Or?
That's a great thing. Sometimes punters like that can out-kick their coverage, and great for a returner when you got a lot of space, so it's a good thing.
Last year, I talked to you before the Grey Cup. You were telling me how, you didn't forget about all the Owls, let you go. Do you feel now it's kind of repaired, or it's still in the back of your mind?
I mean, I still don't hold grudges, but it's still in the back of my mind. So I feel like I always gotta prove myself. I always have, and they love to throw the age on me now, but still proving guys wrong. So I'm just gonna go out and do my thing.
I hold grudges. Why don't you?
I don't really hold them.
I'm asking you, why don't you?
I just don't, man.
As a guy that holds grudges, why don't you?
I don't know. I just never did, especially in this game here. Just like it's part of the business. I may hold it outside of football to certain people and stuff like that, but just I know the business, been around for a long time, so just all business at the end of the day.
If you get to play Hamilton and Saskatchewan this year, I know you don't hold grudges, but is there an extra motivation coming into
100%. 100% it is. Yeah.
So, Micah, you were telling us after last game that you weren't at the point where you wanted to be. Are you closer now, being used more on defense?
Yeah, I'm definitely closer. I mean, that's the goal of life, right? You get somewhere, but then ironically, once you're there, okay, now I want to be the best linebacker in the league. And, once you're there, now you want to be the best linebacker in the decade and in the century. So, to me, it's always a carrot. And that's why football is such a great sport. Because no matter how high you think you are, there's always someone better. And that's at least my mindset. And that's the only way you can survive in this league. The CFL, people talk about, NFL. No. Go look at the numbers. Look at the numbers on being a linebacker, being a DB, a quarterback in this league. There's only 9 of them in the world. There's only 9 CFL quarterbacks. So you got to be top 9 in your position is the way I look at it. So for me, I do my best because I know if I'm doing my best, I'm helping the team.
Is there a challenge for you, to play outside linebacker compared to middle linebacker? And what are the differences,
Yeah, I mean, this outside linebacker, inside linebacker, that thing, there's a history of that with me. I started football. I was actually fullback. 32, 31 ISO. I used to have 70-yard touchdowns. Anyways, good days. Yeah. And then in 8th grade, I never forget the day, my coach said, Micah, you're playing linebacker. I said, me? Not have the ball? And I hated it. I hated linebacker. And then it was my sophomore year in high school where my high school coach made me the will linebacker. And, that's where I got my scholarship to Texas Tech. It was as a will linebacker to actually play the Sam linebacker in college at Texas Tech, to be the 4.25 rover safety. And then my senior year in high school, my coach came up to me, hey, Mike, you have to play middle linebacker. I said, I didn't even get a scholarship there. Why am I playing middle? But then it clicked. I was like, at middle linebacker, they can't run away from me. I can go left, I can go right, I can go middle. They can't run away from me. So there's always positives behind middle linebacker, will linebacker. And I started this league as a will linebacker next to Solly. I mean, all my big plays, a lot of my big plays came at will linebacker, playing next to Solly. And so I learned both. I do both. And in this league, you have to do both. You have to be athletic no matter what you play out there. So it's a good thing.
Even if you're a vet, you also have to play special teams. Mm-hmm. How proud of the way you played special team, even waiting for your turn on defense? I
mean, to me, it's... I'll give you guys a story because it's funny. It came full circle 2 years ago. I was in NFL. I did preseason there at Tampa Bay, and I remember I played special teams, and I'm not gonna lie, I was very good at it because I went from Texas Tech playing 120 snaps to just 10 snaps a game on special teams. I was going 100%. I was going against guys like Miles Jack and getting them, and I was like, all right, I can do this thing. So in the NFL, I was like, okay, if I can do it in the NFL, I can do it in the CFL, right? My first play, I was in BC, Calgary. I ran on kickoff, and I saw the guy who got me. He's maybe a D tackle, number 74. I was like, oh, this guy, I'm gonna run right through him. All I know is I was running, and boom, the biggest collision I've ever had. I didn't feel anything like that when I was in the NFL with Tampa Bay. I was like, that's the moment the CFL was like, they love football here. They love football here. And I actually told that story to Coach Killam a couple years ago, and he looked up that play, and it was actually Thurman, me and Thurman. That was my first hit in the CFL, and it was cataclysmic. Even I was like, okay, these guys love football here. So special teams. It is not about special teams. It's not about defense. It's about you want to be the greatest football player. And when I was young growing up, I remember Sean Taylor on the kickoff in the Pro Bowl, knocking the kicker out. Sean Taylor in Pro Bowl. So if he can play special teams, I can play special teams. So that's my mindset on that.
And a final one that in training camp, they probably asked you that. I didn't talk to the 8 general managers who didn't sign you. How come you didn't get a starting job offer in that league? How come?
Hey, everyone has opinions. Everyone has opinions. To me, Danny's my guy. He gave me opportunity for the second time. And to any young person listen to this, if I didn't have good character, I promise you I would not be here. Because, at the end of the day, it's a people's business. And if you're not a good guy, you don't survive in this league, period. I don't care how much talent you have. So, I've always been trying to be a professional, and I have my tough moments. But, for the other GMs, they all have their opinions. They all chose not to choose me. That's okay. My job is to make Danny look good. So I'm going to make Danny look good. I'm going to make the management look good. I'm going to make Coach Maas look good. Everyone here, because guess what? The people who believe in you, that's what I do it for. I do it for the people who believe in me. And, Coach Byron last week on the punt block, he believed I had the speed to get there. So I proved him right. So to me, it's about us. It's about the 425. It's about the Alouettes. It's about the people who believe in you. So do it for them.
Were you told before the beginning of training camp that you would be a backup or was it like you'll have a fair shot at even the middle linebacker position?
What I've learned is that no matter what is said in the preseason, you have one job to do, and that's to do a job as best you can and let them decide where everyone goes. So to me, I knew it was going to be competition regardless. It's been 10 years in my career of competition. Mm-hmm. I never went in I'm the starter, and it doesn't matter. Because guess what? There was a Micah all the way out there somewhere. I took someone's spot, so I'm not going to let that happen to me. So regardless of the situation, I don't care. I'm just going to be the best person I can be, the best linebacker I can be, because that's all you can do at the end of the day.
How about a matchup against Justin Rankin? How do you approach a matchup against one of the more explosive backs in the league?
He's a great running back. I mean, I played against Joe Mixon, Samaje Perine, Leonard Fournette. I played against a lot of Aaron Jones, a lot of great running backs. And you want to go back to back in the day, C.J. Gable from Edmonton. He was one of my first running backs I went against back in the day. To me, I love that. It's a matchup. This is the marquee matchup that we have to go against, is that he's a great running back, and I think I'm a great linebacker, so let's just see who wins.
And if he comes out of the backfield, he's your man.
Hey, he could be my man. It could be anyone's man. But to me, it's a team sport. It's not all about just me and Rankin or whatever. It's all a team sport. We all know what we need to play within, and that's why football's so great, because it's not like basketball when you can just give the ball to one guy. All right, give the ball one guy, see what happens. We swarm and punish. That's what we do here.